And it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. And for Atlanta, they've got Hunter. Parker out there with Jones. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Reddish in at the shooting guard position. Of course, both teams battling injuries coming into this one.
Yeah, so you know what that means, Kevin. You have an opportunity, if you're a reserve, to perhaps gain some repetition in the midst of an important game. The battle, the mantra, that next man up mentality is going to be on display tonight for this team. And let's see, Kevin, do they take advantage of their opportunity?
Good things to look forward to. Shots good from Young.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Now here's Powell. Gasol no good. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. He said a big key for them will be containing Trae Young. Coach said he can be streaky, but when he heats up, his deep range makes him tough to defend. Kevin, make that almost impossible to defend.
All right, thank you, David.
You can tell Parker plays with his own rhythm and tempo, and it really shows in the pick and roll.
Parker with the steal. Down low, here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Hawks. 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
Well, not much you can do there defensively. Marc Gasol, just too much size to stop from that range.
Now Young. He's coming off a 25-point game against Milwaukee.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Trae Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Passes it to Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Parker left side. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Siakam.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
And for Parker, who has had to fight back from injuries, sometimes the motivation seems to be lacking.
Well, Jabari Parker doesn't turn heads on the defensive end, and so that's part of what gets him off the floor at times. He needs to make sure that not only is he interested in scoring, but he's got to be willing to make stops as well.
Now here's Powell. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando. And Jones sends it back, and he recovers it.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, one thing that there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, think about it, guys. For years, the Raptors had been unable to translate all of that regular season success to dominance in the playoffs. But last season, they changed that narrative. Now it's, excuse me, we are the defending champion Toronto Raptors.
Now here's Powell. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Siakam looking around. 5 on the clock. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Good D by Siakam.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And that focus on playoff results, Doris, something that Toronto embraced, wouldn't you say?
Oh, my goodness, no doubt. We saw it in their methodical approach to the regular season. They were selective with their rest for Kawhi Leonard. They stayed patient. They built chemistry. And it turned into results, the ultimate results in June.
Here's Hunter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Orlando.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Now here's Powell. After the miss from Cam Reddish. Here's Siakam. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Hunter. Powell against Parker to the inside. Hunter no good. Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Powell. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Powell's got 7.
I'll tell you, I love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Well, adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always.
He's over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Jones dishes to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. Parker with a clean look. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Van Vliet after the basket by Atlanta. Left side Gasol. Over Jones. Hunter grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Young inside. Covered by Van Vliet. Young's shot is off.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Anunoby. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Gasol trying to free himself up. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers from Marc Gasol. He's around 6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Here's Parker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Anunoby, good.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
And Young kicks to Parker. There's the pass to Reddish. Shoots over Powell. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. The shot. That one wide left.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Shot's good from Young.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. In this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they were.
King is checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Norman Powell. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Bembry. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Thomas. Passes it to Gasol. Lynn with the block.
And Kev, you see the agility of Alex Lynn in good position for the spot.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Outside, Davis. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. The tray. He can't hit that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Young for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Len. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And here's Young from the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Thomas surveying the D. Teardrop shot. Here's Boucher. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Young passes to Fernando. Back to Young. Over Davis. Shots good from Young. Young's got 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 3. Pass to Thomas. Outside Gasol. Outside Davis. It's good. This game is all even.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8. And there's the pass to Fernando. Misses from short range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. .104 left in the first. Young against Davis. Outside Thomas. Pulls up on the wing. Fernando pulls it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Young against Davis. Young dishes to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Drilled from 11 feet out. And it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Puts it up. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter in chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Bembry. Also, Trae Young out there. Len out there with Evan Turner. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. And that one falls for Young.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year one leave plenty of room for growth.
And so Young nails them both. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star. And Trae Young with plenty of talent. We'll see what he can accomplish.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here is Davis. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Gasol outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Gasol's got 5 now.
I love the catch and shoot game. Marc Gasol, so much confidence in that area.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Atlanta. But they recover it. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Trae Young. 3rd in assists, 7th in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Free throw good, Gasol. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Parker's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Young. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
To the paint. It's blocked.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
Here's Bembry. Off target with the jump hook. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Van Vliet. The shot comes out.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Passes it to Turner. He dishes it to Hunter. Left side, Turner. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And stolen by Hunter. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hunter's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Siakam outside. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And Turner kicks to Bembry. Parker outside. Pass to Hunter. Inside. And here's Len. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Turner. Pocket 2. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now here is Davis. Guarded closer. He can't get that one to fall.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Parker's shot is off.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's Gasol with the drive. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The shot by Turner, no good. Raptors trail by 9. Van Vliet passes to Davis. Back to Van Vliet. From the low block, Hollis Jefferson.
Hollis Jefferson exceptional at slashing to the cup. Cutting hard after setting the screen. Nice.
The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Bembry. He has 7. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Davis finds Hollis Jefferson from 12 feet out, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, how about the improved passing of Mr. Hollis Jefferson? Using his size, sees right over the defense. Pretty.
Right side Turner. Here's Len. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's Davis on the wing. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Now here's Turner. He's got 8. Parker outside. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Well, the length and the high release point. Jabari Parker, no trouble taking and making contested jumpers.
That one's in there. The Hawks' lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Van Vliet. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British...
Young is subbed in for Turner. Then for the Raptors, OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and Norman Powell subbed in for Davis. Now here's Parker. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And they pick up 2. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Parker outside. Kicks it to Jones. Young outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 14 points.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Here's Van Vliet. Buries it down low. He's got 9.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Young with the ball. He's got 14. Releases. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Siakam. That shot off. Good D by Parker. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Hawks. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Pascal Siakam. So it's the Hawks now. 6-point lead. Young's shot is off. Young with the steal. Got a piece of it. Now here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
On Drafted out of Wichita State, Fred VanVleet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that,
Take a break.
this man,
Take a break.
in the moments that
Two
mattered
shots.
most in the playoffs, proved that Fred VanVleet will deliver.
And the first one drops. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
And he makes both free throws. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
.157 left to play in the first half. Pass to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:46 left here in the second. Now here's Reddish, guarded by Powell. Reddish the pass to Jones. That shot is off, and Toronto will come the other way. Thomas inside, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
VanVleet passes to Powell. Back to VanVleet. Floats one, and Jones sends it back. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
It's blocked.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For Atlanta, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
First personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta. Hunter! 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Powell against Young. Now Powell, 11 points in the game over Young. And again, Toronto no up. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Thomas. Raptors trail by 6. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 6-point game. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. The pass to Powell. Siakam outside. Clock at 6. Over Hunter. The shot that time, not on target. And Atlanta will go the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Powell gets to Gasol. Offline with his 3. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Reddish. With the second effort. Rebound by the Raptors. And here is Van Vliet. The dish now to Gasol. Now, here's Siakam. D right on him. And Jones sends it back.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Young. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling. Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The Hawks working the ball around. Parker left side. Down low. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Parker. Jones has got 9.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done. Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Here's Parker. And he gets the bucket. He's got 10. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris, defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Excellent D that time from Jones.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points in the game. And Jones sends it back. They recover it. Van Vliet passes to Gasol.
I tell you, once Marc Gasol gets to the rim, turn the lights out.
The Hawks leading by 10. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Now here's Van Vliet. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. No good from Gasol.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Good work there as it goes. Reddish has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Van Vliet. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Reddish. Toronto grabs the miss. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Young. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got 19 points.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Now, here's Siakam. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jabari Parker. Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
The first one falls. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Now here's Davis. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Siakam left side, and he gets it to go. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
This is an important part of Pascal Siakam's game. Get into your mid-range, catch your rhythm.
Turner, the bounce pass. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Parker's shot is off. Raptors trail by 11. To the paint, here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Parker's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Siakam. He has 6. Pass to Gasol. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Gasol's got 14.
You know that Marc Gasol is going to pursue the rebounds. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. He won't give up on a play.
Inside, Gasol with the steal. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Davis has got the ball. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Thomas checked in for Toronto.
Shooting 1.
Tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Left side Gasol. Rejected by Len. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Greg making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
And that one falls for Turner. Second free throw, no good. And here's Toronto. They're on an 11-1 run. And the pass to Davis. To the left wing. Here's Gasol. Atlanta with the rebound. Land's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Reddish dishes to Land. Now here's Reddish. Defended by Gasol. Fernando. The Hawks again can't hit.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Turner against Davis. Good work defensively by Turner. The Hawks leading by 5. Reddish kicks to Turner. Passes to Fernando. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Raptors trail by 5. Left side Gasol. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Fast break, the Hawks. Shoots it. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. That's now 8 points for Cam Reddish. Siakam outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Free throw good. Siakam.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Turner. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Reddish. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Siakam. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Turner against Davis. The Hawks again can't hit. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 5. To the wing on the left, 6 to shoot. The 3 from Thomas, drops in the tray. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Right side Turner. And it's blocked. Pass to Davis. And Siakam has it in the corner. For the tie, Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's Turner, high post. Davis is on it. Down low, and the dunk by Len.
Oh, that one fires up his teammates. Len's passion leads to the monster dunk.
Siakam with it. He's got 12. There's Hollis Jefferson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Alex Len picks one up.
At the line for the Raptors, Hollis Jefferson. 2 shots. Under 6.
And he makes the first.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute just a little bit of everything. This guy's got a tremendous motor.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hunter comes in for Len. Young is subbed in for Turner. Good on both. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. On its way from Young for 2. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reddish the pass to Young. Over Davis.
Hawks foul call. That's his first personal foul into the lineup for the Raptors.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
So it's the Hawks now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. Trae Young is out there at Denver, and it's Fernando in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Shooting for Toronto. Fred Van Fleet. 2 shots. Under 6.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Young. It's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for Atlanta. Damian Jones. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. Raptors trail by 7. Now here's Van Vliet. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The Hawks again can't hit. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Van Vliet. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Back to Young. Shoots over Van Vliet. Toronto grabs the miss. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Drilled from 11 feet out. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Hawks leading by 5. Now Young. The pass to Bembry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Parker's checked in for Reddish. And the Raptors also making a change. Powell, he's checked in for Thomas. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors trail by 6. Siakam outside. And here is Van Vliet. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Shot clock at 6. Powell in the high post. That one good for 2.
Boy, if Norman Powell does this kind of work on a consistent basis, look out, folks. He is cooking right now.
Outside, Jones. Passes it to Bembry. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Powell with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Powell kicks to Van Vliet. Bembry with the rebound.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Hunter. Shooting 1.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Hunter. Raptors trail by 7. Van Vliet looking around. And Jones sends it back. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Over Hunter.
And they've gone ice cold from the outside as they're trying to cut into this deficit. The three-point percentage much worse this half than it was in the first.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Jumps up.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The teardrop falls in. Van Vliet's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Powell, that's good.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
Pass to Young. Jones looking for an opening. And Young, here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 30 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Siakam kicks to Boucher. Back to Siakam. Looking to get it going. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
The pass to Jones. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Siakam against Parker. Siakam outside. Lets it go from 11. Bembry with the rebound. Bembry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young outside. From the baseline. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Powell. Passes it to Siakam. And here is Van Vliet. The shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Young pass to Jones. Now here's Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. He gets it in there. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Anunoby. Van Vliet. Rebound by Parker. Hunter with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And the Raptors call time here. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's
constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Van Vliet gets to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now, here's Hunter. Inside. Bembry shot good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Raptors trail by 15. Now here's Van Vliet. Right side Gasol. Over Jones. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, what a perimeter shot Marc Gasol has always had. For a big man, such pretty touch.
Young passes to Parker. Over Siakam. They get it again. Bembry got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now Powell. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And Young kicks to Parker. Looking to get back on track here. Moves back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, long arms and great instincts make Jabari Parker a terrific offensive rebounder.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Young. Here's the floater. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Van Vliet. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And Gasol sends it back.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Now, here is Young. Here the step back. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. That cuts the lead to single digits. 16 points for Siakam.
So fast to get out in transition. Pascal Siakam dangerous in the open floor.
Bembry kicks to Parker. And it's Young at the elbow. Jones finds Parker. Clock at 6. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 34 points for Trae Young. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Van Vliet passes to Gasol.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Atlanta.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. Here's Young. The Raptors getting the bucket. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drops it in from 11 feet. Young's got 36.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater